Have you ever sat back and thought about what you really want to be known for? I've had some pretty big full circle moments that I'm going to share with you guys today. And we're going to talk about the difference in our mission and our offer. And this is going to be a little clunky behind the scenes as usual, but I'm really excited. In a few weeks, I'll be bringing on an expert who helped me kind of uncover some of these full circle moments. And I'm really excited to share and just talk about what's next. And I also wanted to take a minute to celebrate that this is Anthony's 4th birthday week. And that means that I've had the podcast for a really long time because I shared Anthony's birth story here on the Messy Success podcast. So I just wanted to have a moment of gratitude that we are still trucking along. We do take a lot of breaks around the holidays and summer, but I love showing up here on the podcast for you guys. And I always love hearing your thoughts and feedback on the episodes. So gratitude moment. Thank you guys for being here. Now let's dig in and talk about the difference between our mission and our offers. Welcome back to the Messy Success Podcast. I'm your host, Elizabeth Henson, and I help high-performing artists and creative leaders grow and scale communities so that marketing is easy. This podcast combines business tips and real-life experiences in being the creative entrepreneur that we all are. So you're in the right place if you want to leave feeling a little bit more confident and normalize these day-to-day struggles that we all experience as business owners. And you can do this while mastering your marketing so that business is light and easy. I'm so glad you're joining me here where we can get a little bit messy, a little bit creative, and it's okay to be super ambitious. Let's get started. All right, before we get started, just a quick reminder of what I mentioned last episode, that we are going to be hosting an in-person event in 2024. And we have started an interest list. So if you're interested in getting those details when they're available, make sure that you head over to the show notes. This is episode 128. So you'll go to elizabethhenson.co/E128 to sign up for that wait list. And there's no commitment. This is literally just, I want to hear more when this is announced. And we are in the very, very beginning stages. So I'm just excited to get that ball rolling. That's going to be a big project for Q4 and all the things to come. I am really excited. Okay, so today we are going to be talking about our mission and our offer. And this is really top of mind for me because right before we went into the Community Growth Lab launch, I worked with an amazing professional named Lalita, who I will be bringing on the podcast in a few weeks. But she helps people pull out their stories and find their voices and show up authentically in their business. And she was connected by a dear friend. Shout out to Sharonda with the connections. And my goal with working with Lalita was to kind of find my story. Like I've told you guys before, I don't really have a dramatic childhood or a ton of, adversity like this rags to riches story. And I've always wanted to be able to find like my keynote story. So I was really excited to work with Lalita on that. And we had some pretty cool breakthroughs, and some I'll share and some I may wait for her episode. We'll see what comes out today. But my biggest thing that I wanted to talk about here is really recognizing the difference in our mission and our offer. And when I think about what I want to be known for, right? Like if I was just to magically write a book or appear on the Today Show, what do I want to be known for? And it's not like, oh, that I'm really great at Facebook group marketing, right? That's not really what I want to be known for. That's an offer that I have that helps with my mission. So let's break this down a little bit. So my mission in life, when I really sit back and think about my life's purpose, is to help people do what they love and find a way to make a living doing it. And then good things happen, right? And it's really funny. And I say it's full circle because that is the exact quote that my own mom said to me when I was growing up. Do what you love and find a way to make a living doing that. That's exactly what she told me. And like somehow I guess that never really felt big enough or clear enough to like say that's my life's purpose is to help other people do the same, right? Because it came naturally to me. And I don't know why it came naturally to me. I think it was, part seeing my mom, be an artist and quit nursing to become an artist full time. I think that was a huge part of it. But I also think some of us creative, entrepreneurial people it's just in us. Like it's in our spirit, it's in our being. And mine is so strong. The beast is so strong. I would really struggle being boxed in. Now, that doesn't mean that I can't thrive in any job. I have always thrived, whether I was waiting tables or bartending or coaching or teaching. But I work my way up very fast and then I want to go to the next thing. So I do know when it comes to long term, I just can't be boxed in. It's like, as long as there's no ceiling on my growth and my personal development, I will be okay. But anyway, so that is my mission. When I really think about like the core reason that I'm put on this planet is I just want more people to experience that possibility, to see that it is possible to truly just love what you do, whether that's a 9-to-5, whether that's being an entrepreneur, whether that's just writing a book or starting a podcast. Like, not everything is about revenue. It's about impact. It's about, what do you want to tell the world? How do you want to help people? Why are you here? Right? I just want people to do more of that. Whatever feels like their happiness, their joy, their purpose, do more of that. And we all have lots of these little pieces, right? Like, I love rescue dogs and I'm very passionate about adopt, don't shop. And could I see myself having some kind of crazy rescue nonprofit organization? Sure, but that's not what I'm going to do, because at the end of the day, that doesn't feel like my life's mission or my life's purpose. So when I say there's a difference in our mission or our purpose, our vision, I use those words interchangeably. Mission, vision, purpose, right? The overarching why we do, what we want to be known for. Okay, that's bigger than us. Now that's different than our offer. Our offer is what we do to generate revenue, but it also plays a role in that mission. So helping creative leaders and artists build community so that marketing is easy it plays a role in helping those clients and students discover that they can make money doing what they love. So do you see how the two are related? I had to take my mission and my purpose and turn it into something that can be put in a box and sold and bought, right? So that's the difference in the offer. So I have offers on, here's how to optimize your Facebook group, right? I could create a PDF and sell it for $7, and that's not going to land me on Oprah's couch, right? But that might help some of these people that I'm helping take some action in the direction that is part of my mission. So when you think about your offers, yes, you want them to relate to your mission, but they don't have to be that, right? Like if you're a business coach, you don't just sell Business Coach 101. I mean, you might, right? But it's probably going to look like, goal setting 101, quarterly planning. Like, it's going to be broken down into these deliverables. And the deliverables are not the mission. The mission is why we're here, the biggest work that we're doing. And then the deliverables are kind of the how, right? So I help people do what they love and find a way to make a living doing it. But then the how is where I put on my marketing hat and I help them with marketing. I help them with core values. I help them with branding. The sky is the limit as far as building a business and the deliverables that I can help people with. And I think that's why, in a way, my niche or my specialty can be very overwhelming for a creative person like me. What do I choose? What do I want to sell today? What do I want to create today? I could create anything that I can dream up that will help people start their business or do what they love or follow their passion. And I know I'm not meant to be like a life coach. I know for me, it's all creativity and business and what you do to make a living related. Like, I don't want to be a relationship coach or a parenting coach. You know, I can help solve problems because of the intense coaching training that I have. I can help you solve any problem because there actually aren't problems. It's the way we perceive the problem that's a problem. I can help anybody with that. But that doesn't feel like my purpose. My purpose feels like, again, helping people do what they love every single day and find a way to make a living doing it. And that's what I do. Every day I wake up and I just have this big, like, clean, dry erase board. And it's like, what do I want to do today? And that truly is my dream life. You know, like, that's all I want for other people. And whether that means going to their job or not, that's great. I have said multiple times that I could see myself getting bought out by a company that I love and being head of community or head of leadership or possibly even, you know, a CMO. I could see myself being happy in that. The key to my happiness is don't put a ceiling on how much I can grow or focus on personal development. And nobody can take away my ability to have a personal brand, to have this podcast, you know, to write a book one day, to help people, right? So I would never be able to work for a company that had some kind of, you can't have your own business on the side, right? But to me, it's like, that's not even my business, that's my purpose, right? So I could see myself being happy and in something like that. Like, I always really look up and admire Natalie Frank's journey and how she was a photographer and then she went and worked for HoneyBook. And now we all know she made the switch to Flowdesk, right? Those are incredible companies that align with my mission and with my core value. Now, that to say, I'm not saying I'm looking, so don't be sending job stuff my way. I am perfectly happy doing my own thing. But I've always known that that's a possibility and that it's not a job or being an entrepreneur that is my happiness, that is my purpose, right? It's knowing that there's no ceiling on my personal development. I'll never be in a copy and paste environment. And that as long as I can live my purpose, my dharma, and help people start their businesses and do what they love and see what's possible, that's all I need. And what the other thing that's freeing about that is, like, nobody can take that from me. So no matter how successful or not successful my business is in the form of revenue generating activities, I am completely free because nobody can take my ability to help people. Like, that's mine. That's my gift. That's my purpose. Nobody can take that from me. So whether I'm making, you know, hundreds of thousands of dollars or $0, I'm showing up the same. And that's really freaking powerful and really freeing. And that just came out. Like that came to me on the spot. I was going to say I made it up, but I didn't make it up. Like it came through me, right? Somebody listening was meant to hear that. So I hope that helps decipher the difference in our offers and our mission. And when I say I've had these full circle moments, it's because 4 or 5, 6 years ago, I had the Shine the Light Society, the Hampton Roads Creative Network. I was essentially just helping women start their businesses and elevate and network and bring people together in the same room. And I loved it so much. And I know that that's going to be coming back in some way, shape, or form. But oh my gosh, have I completely evolved into a totally different person these last 4 years. And I think I mentioned this, a couple episodes ago, so I'm sorry if this is repetitive. But I wanted to beat myself up. I wanted these negative thoughts were creeping in of like, gosh, Liz, you've wasted all these years just to circle back and do exactly what you were doing before. But that's not true, because I had to become a completely different person to lead in a completely different way to continue to live out this purpose. And I didn't see it at the time, but like I was stuck. I had plateaued, and I needed to go off and be a student of leadership for the past 4 years to really evolve into who I need to be for these people. So it's all happening on purpose, right? It's all happening for us, not to us. So while my ego creeps in and is like, ha, 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 there you go, changing your idea, going right back to where you were, ha, 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 look at you. Like that's nothing but my ego, right? So it's like, okay, thanks, ego, have a good laugh, but we're going in the right direction. Anyways, so here I am realizing that vision, that purpose, and now looking at my offers and making sure that they're still aligned, because we want to be auditing these things. We want to be auditing our offers. Like, I don't need to go out and create a course on like how to sell clothes on Mercari, right? That was a funny little hobby that I picked up a while ago. And I still do it occasionally, right? Like, I'm all about recycling. I'm all about making money where we can make money. But that doesn't mean that I need to go teach other people how to do that, right? Or teach other people how to deal with a rescue dog that's kind of troubling. Like, I have a lot of passions. That's multi-passionate. But when it comes to my offers and my revenue generating activities, they're all going to point back to that mission. And in some way, shape, or form, all of my offers are helping people market their business, grow their business, do what they love, and continue to pursue making money doing it. So that feels really good. This episode feels really good to say all this out loud. That being said, I've mentioned my brand new beta group coaching program that is 110% my purpose and my dharma. And the women that have signed up for it are absolutely incredible, and we are getting started right away. But this will have open enrollment. This is not a deadline-centered opportunity at this time, but we will be looking to enroll 1 or 2 students every month on an ongoing basis. So if this episode spoke to you and you are somebody that is out there trying to figure out how to make money doing what you love, how to build a business or start a business, even if it's from scratch and doesn't exist yet, then this program is for you, because we're doing it together. We're building a really small and intimate community, and we're meeting twice a month to literally just work with me and break down your offers into action items that all point down from your purpose. And we're building out ascension models. If you've heard of the ascension model, that is your different revenue streams. I absolutely love helping people diversify their revenue streams. And I'm calling it right now the Community Growth Lab CMO Accelerator, but the name could change. The name is not important. The work that we're doing is what's important. So for now, that felt right. We'll see. We're going to do 3 months of beta, and then by January, everything should be tied up with a nice little bow. So Q4 excitement right there, that and planning our event for 2024. And there you have it. So if you are interested in learning more about that program, I want to encourage you to just jump on a call with me. I'm offering these free one-to-one marketing power calls to just talk about your vision, to talk about your purpose, and to talk about the different ways that you're already making money and you just want to fuel the fire, or maybe you need some help figuring out how to make money out of your idea or your concept. So the information on how to book one of those one-to-one power calls will be in the show notes, and I will have availability for that over the next few weeks, maybe indefinitely. We're going to be, building a team to help me with this. So that will be in the show notes, elizabethhenson.co/E128. And if you loved this episode, leave us a review, share it with a friend. It would truly mean the world. This podcast is such a joy to me, and I really pour everything into it completely unfiltered. So I love hearing from you guys that it was helpful and that you got something out of it, even if it was just a little golden nugget. So I will see you guys next week. Thank you so much for being here and for dedicating your time and energy to the Messy Success Podcast.